In 2026, the idea that you can generate passive income by simply pressing a button on an AI tool is dead. The systems that allowed creators to spam platforms with unchecked, unedited content have been permanently shut down. When you remove humans entirely from the loop, the business models break down. You end up with zero customer interaction, software conflicts, and failed fact-checking. This graph charts the collision. It shows the massive spike in AI content volume intersecting with a series of aggressive Google spam updates and platform demonetization rollouts. Over the last year, automated content farms were effectively wiped out. Pumping out hundreds of generic articles or template-driven videos now triggers immediate account suspensions. Search engines and social networks deployed highly sophisticated detection systems specifically engineered to demote low-effort, mass-produced media. The modern digital economy requires a different approach. Artificial intelligence is an operational multiplier that speeds up your workflow. It is not an autonomous employee that you can leave completely unsupervised. Launching a digital asset with human oversight guarantees zero revenue. But if you apply generative tools to compress the production time of human-led, carefully curated work, you capture massive profit margins. If you are starting today, you face a choice between two distinct paths: attempting pure automation or offering human-in-the-loop services. The pure automation route usually leads straight into the content farm trap. Operators try to generate high volumes of material with zero verification or quality control. We see automated Wikipedia readings, slightly pitched shifted music tracks, and repackaged generic prompt libraries. Under YouTube's strict inauthentic content policy, these specific formats are immediately stripped of monetization. The algorithms identify them as mass-produced and block the ad revenue. The viable alternative is AI-augmented freelancing. This approach works because you are selling a finished, valuable result to a client, rather than relying on platform algorithms for distribution. Generative tools handle 80% of the heavy lifting: rough drafting, basic coding, or data sorting. You apply 20% human judgment to refine and verify facts. By shrinking delivery time, you comfortably take on 3 times the client load without increasing working hours. The trade-off is that this remains an active service business. You are managing clients and exchanging your time for money. If you need to make your first $1,000 quickly and reliably, augmented freelancing is the safest path. You just have to accept the reality of active client management. To detach your income from billable hours, you have to transition into the optimizer path. This requires you to stop targeting a broad online audience. Instead, you audit the operations of a specific, localized business, like a regional real estate agency or a local accounting firm. You look closely at their daily routine and isolate a single, highly manual administrative task they repeat every single week. Once you find that bottleneck, you build a tightly constrained solution to fix it. This could be a customized API integration or a single-purpose automation script. A custom GPT, in this context, is a narrowly trained chatbot fed with specific documentation so it executes one exact operational task, like summarizing client intake forms, flawlessly. When you sell this solution, you price it based on the hours of labor it saves the business owner every month. You do not pitch the underlying AI technology because clients buy the reclaimed time, not the software. Generic templates and massive prompt libraries fail in this market because they require the client to do the integration work themselves. This model generates high-margin, repeatable sales. But to succeed, you must develop enough domain expertise in a specific industry to spot those internal friction points in the first place. For operators who already have capital to invest or advanced technical architecture skills, there is the scaled path. This strategy involves purchasing underperforming digital assets and renovating them into high-traffic properties. You acquire existing websites that are losing visitors. Then you deploy generative models to rapidly restructure the page architecture, consolidate thin articles, and fill out missing content gaps. The alternative strategy is building algorithmic properties from scratch. This includes publishing hyper-niche fiction series on Kindle or running faceless, user-generated content channels using synthetic voice and video. Different assets create recurring revenue, but require massive scale, like hitting 10 million views in 90 days. Maintaining them requires strict compliance. Visible FTC disclosures and mandatory AI transparency labels are non-negotiable rules to keep the revenue flowing. The major vulnerability here is platform risk. A single sudden algorithm shift or a revised policy update can severely impact your traffic overnight. Algorithmic digital real estate offers true semi-passive cash flow. To survive the inevitable gatekeeper audits, you must run rigorous risk management and maintain absolute compliance. The market pays you for removing friction from a process. Artificial intelligence merely lowers the marginal cost of delivering that solution. Look at this decision matrix, mapping options based on available resources. If you have high time and low capital, focus on the augmented freelance model. Pick exactly one AI tool and serve one specific professional deck. If you already have capital to deploy or deep technical expertise, build programmatic pipelines. Focus on curated digital products or real estate portfolios, relying on strict human quality control. This is the standard for 2026. True value is created when human judgment and machine efficiency are working in tandem. Generating text is cheap, but building original human relationships, exercising strategic judgment, and verifying factual reality are advantages the software cannot replicate. You do not compete against the machine, and you do not rely on it as a complete replacement. Using it as a lever for your own expertise is the only defensible path to building wealth in this economy.